This was a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip in Olympic National Park, starting and ending at the Obstruction Point Trailhead. It was scenic, it was challenging, and I really enjoyed the chance to get into the interior parts of the Olympic Peninsula. All right, just leaving the trailhead, just down there. Nice morning for hiking. Here's Mount Olympus, the interior of the Olympic Peninsula. Haven't been there in, I don't know, 10 years? It's been a while. Just climbing up this ridge still, down for a ways. I think we're almost at the top of Moose Peak, which is there. And yeah, this has been a really cool walk so far on this ridge. A little bit overcast today, actually mostly overcast, but that's kind of perfect right now for this, what we're doing. Anyway, neat. All right, we're taking a break here. We were up on that peak and came down to that saddle, down to the valley. Now we're climbing back up this one towards Grand Pass, which is up there. So, doing pretty good. Haven't seen a single other person since, I don't know, 10 minutes out of the trail this morning. This is the top of Grand Pass. Nice trail getting up here. You can kind of see the smoke now from the fire near Lake Cushman, kind of south in the park. The wind just picked up a little bit, so we're starting to see it.
So cute when they're like
Wrestling. Oh, really fuzzy too. Oh, hi. Oh my god, you guys are so cute. Little tiny baby guys. Hello, where's your mom? Hi. They're very blonde. Just enjoying the sun, which is sort of barely coming out now. You know a bear has been here when you see a sign that looks like that. These guys really like to mess with these trail signs. I just came down there. This is pretty steep. Definitely feel it in my legs right now. That way is if we want to take a shortcut back, we could go that way, but we're going to go this way for a bit and see if we can make our way up to Cameron Pass. A lot warmer down here. We're about halfway up to Cameron Pass. I'm not really sure where it is, but maybe ahead there somewhere. This beautiful meadow, some small streams running through it. It's really, really cool up here. very quiet. Oh, just came up from that valley down there, where that lovely meadow was. We walked through for a while. Then we walked up a steep hillside that's pretty rocky and open like this. And now we're at Cameron Pass, which is kind of our last high point for the day. Now you really see the wildfire smoke on this side, in the south over there. So yeah, we'll start to head down, and got about an hour and 20 minutes of daylight, and we'll hopefully find our camp not too long from now. But most of our elevation gain for the day is over. It was a pretty big day. And we'll keep our fingers crossed for a safe descent. It's pretty steep terrain. Beautiful.
Looks like a very big glacier over there.
Yeah, I wonder what that one. I wonder what that is. They're possibly the lowest growing blueberries I've ever seen. I mean, they're just like inches high, if that. Like this little carpet of blueberries. They're really good. And they're all over the place. Oh, it's a great time of year. This is Lost Pass, fourth and final pass of the day. Beautiful sunset. Got the moon up there already. Okay, and now we descend. Needless to say, we did not get to this campsite before dark, but it was lovely. We were set up here next morning. But it came down a hillside, somewhere back there, got to these meadows, and this is, yeah, it's a really nice area. It's by the river, which you can maybe hear in the background. Is kind of just down there. Oh, and bonus, we have our own private huckleberry farm right here. Oh, it's tasty. Anyway, yeah, these are all huckleberry bushes. And yeah, let's see, we got a stove set up there. Justin eating morning peanut butter. We have our water filtering over there. Our tent fly drying out. A little bit of condensation. It's pretty damp area overall. So a little condensation on the tent fly drying in the sun. There's some other interesting features. This campsite, there's a couple of like bee nests around. Anyway, this one no longer functional, but it's pretty cool to see it. These wrapped layers in the hive inside around a branch, which is kind of neat how this was built. I guess the branch came down and so did the nest. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Yeah, what else can I say? Today we're gonna head down the river valley a couple miles, and then we're gonna start climbing up Gray Wolf Pass, which will be our big elevation gain for the day. I'm excited to do that because I've seen it on the map forever. Yeah, I think we came from that ridge up there last night. Yeah. So, sun's out. It's a beautiful day, very pleasant here. And I'm looking forward to hitting the trail. This is the Bear Camp shelter. It's looking in pretty good shape. Trail's right back there. We just kind of came down here to check it out. A lot of these willows, I guess, or alder, maybe that's it, growing through here. But we're just walking along this trail in the river. It's been pretty nice so far. I think a trail crew has come through recently because it's in good shape. Anyway, yeah, this is pretty cool. There's like 4 bunk platforms and a metal roof, so I don't know,
really
presumably weatherproof. Great place to be in the rain.
Really good shape.
I think these are currants, but I'm not totally sure, so I'm not going to taste test, but that would be neat to add those to the addition of wild raspberries, huckleberries, and blueberries that we've seen so far on this trail. Making good progress down this trail. Just kind of going through these open meadows and short trees. We got a little ways to go before we get to the part where we're going to turn and head up. Start climbing over Gray Wolf Pass. Maybe another mile and a half. Climbing up this trail to Gray Wolf Pass. We're like 2/3 of the way there. Starting to get some nice views. It's a much better trail than almost any we've been on this trip, so still a lot of work going uphill like this, but it's easier. All right, we are almost at the top of Gray Wolf Pass. Right there in the saddle. This is really cool. There's a nice patch of snow up here still. It's just really beautiful area. Some blue skies back there. I think that might be Mount Olympus. Can't quite see enough of it to be sure. But this area is incredible. This is very exciting. It's exciting to see a place, to be browsing maps and thinking of fun trips to do and like seeing these places and then actually getting to visit them. Pretty fun. So the pass up there we just came from. down in the forest. Really, really luxurious moss carpet all over the place here. It's pretty nice. So we are a couple miles from camp. We've done all of our climbing up for the day. Now we're mostly going down. And yeah, trail's pretty nice. Nice evening walk. It's been a good day. This is the Gray Wolf River. And also where we ended up camping last night. Pretty quiet here except for the river. Now this is the way we came in. And I'm going to take a little walk. There's some campsites on the other side of the river over that log bridge, so I'm going to go check that out. Nice bridge. We're like 5-10 minutes out of camp, packed up and walking. This is another little camping area. Yeah, this is a cool area. There's, I think, 3 different rivers. The Gray Wolf. This one is the Cameron that we just passed on that bridge. And I think the third one is going to come in here soon. But, yeah, this moss is really, really incredible. It's very prevalent in the forest here. I can stick my finger like almost all the way into my knuckle. It's really deep. It's got all these different plants in there. Very lush. A lot of it in this part of the forest. Anyway, really lovely day. Here's the shelter here at this little camping area, which is called Three Forks. See the sign up there right under the roof line. Three Forks Shelter. And then we got sleeping platform, sitting, not so much sleeping, although you could sleep there, but nice spot. right, we have been walking uphill for quite a while. I think we're at our next trail junction, and that was a solid 3,400 feet or something elevation gain since our camp. Super, super nice trail. You can't think of a more pleasant way to gain elevation. That was pretty great. And now we're gonna head over to Deer Park, and we'll probably take a little break there, and then we got a fun, like 7.5 miles. It's going to be our last couple miles of the trip. Complete the loop back to where we started. That should be pretty fun. That's on a ridge. Gonna get some great views. Really nice day. The ocean over there. I think what we're gonna do is hike up over that peak, maybe along that ridge, over that peak, I think. We're at the top of Maiden Peak. Just taking a little break here. See our trail drop down, and then head over that ridge. It's kind of in the sunlight in the middle there, and then up, I think, up that ridge, and then drop back down, and that's gonna be the end of our trip. Great view. And over there you can see a road to another trailhead. That's kind of where we came through. Took our last long break after that big climb up from the valley. Probably hard to see from this video how far it is down there, but it's a totally different ecosystem down there. Really humid, lots of bushes and just grown wild and moss and everything, and big trees. Up here it's totally different. I have a little spot on the ridge here with a couple of spots where you could camp. It's kind of windy, but it's sheltered with the trees. Anyway, these trees are cool because they have these pine cones at the top of them, and they're really compact, and they're just dripping with sap. It's quite cool. Yeah. Amazing. You can smell them too. The air around here just smells very piney. Yeah. Mount Olympus again. And that ridge in the foreground is where we started. It's called Lillian Ridge. And so a few minutes ago you could see the trailhead parking lot, probably about, I don't know, a mile away from here. So yeah, we went along that ridge in the foreground, dropped down, and then it's way back in those peaks and ridges and passes. You can see Grand Pass from here. And the Badger Valley down there with Moose Lake and Grand Lake. It's probably a really nice backpacking area too. Final bits of sunlight on the peaks. Almost back to the trailhead. Just around that corner. And there's the moon.